Notorious podcast.
Woo!
With Maria and Tyra.
Yeah.
I'm Tyra.
I'm Maria.
If you're new here, welcome. And today, on today's podcast, it's a very fun one, actually. We're going to have two very exciting, great people who are members of UIG on the podcast here.
Stephen Rates and Audrey Borgson.
Yeah. Cool! Yes, two great people who we met pretty much through the UIG and who are very close friends of ours. And we're going to talk about how you can make and foster friendships in the UIG. It's just a great place to make friends.
Yep. We'll do some games.
We'll
have a fun segment.
Ooh, maybe two.
Yeah.
You'll have to stay and find out. Maria and I both kind of came up with different segments, I guess, that we wanted to do for the podcast. Yeah. So mine is called That's My Opinion! Like, have you seen, like, the Vine? Where it's, like, the lady, they do the Snapchat of the lady from, like, Real Housewives.
Oh, and she has the big plastic lips. And she's like, that's my opinion!
And then it goes to the other lady that she's like a box.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's what it's called. It's called That's My Opinion! And basically, we're gonna use this segment just to say, like, maybe a hot take or opinion that we have. Fantastic. We're just gonna discuss it, delve into it. Okay, I was recently asked this question Friday night, and it's been haunting me ever since. Okay. And I want to have your opinion on it. How many grandmas do you think there are in the world?
How many grandmas? And there's how many billions of people?
I'd say like 7 billion people.
I say about a quarter.
What's that number?
What's a quarter of 7 billion?
You think a quarter of the whole population is grandmas? Ooh. Are you serious? That's a lot of grandmas.
That's a lot of grandmas. I don't know, I think I'm just shooting for some weird number.
See, I would say around 500 million, but a lot of people say that's way too little. The most common answer I'm getting is 1 billion. So you think like 1 in 7 people's a grandma? That seems a little excessive.
Maybe that's a little too much.
That's a lot of grandmas.
That's a little too much. But I think there's young grandmas, there's old grandmas.
This is true. There's a variety.
There's grandmas who've adopted children.
Nonetheless, 1/7 of the population is not grandmas.
That's the 7th of the population.
1,750,000,000 people are grandmas.
Wow!
We just got that fact checked.
I stand by
You
my
stand
word.
by your word? Okay, well, you've come at an impasse. I believe that it's 500 million. You know, I can respect your opinion, but that's my opinion.
I've been thinking. Last night, I was Googling how to be more confident. On WikiHow.
There's a WikiHow.
There's a WikiHow for everything.
This is absolutely. So what did the WikiHow talk about? How to be confident?
Well, it says make a lot of eye contact.
Why are you yelling? Is this how you be confident?
This is one of the steps.
Okay.
I guess speak slowly and clearly. So, I think that it's working. It was because we did a rehearsal yesterday for improv. For one of the shows that will be on Saturday in the Saturday series for Rapid Fire Sphinxes.
Right, yes.
And I found myself not getting in enough. I'm like, I need to be more confident.
So not just as an improviser, but just as a human?
Yes. Yes.
Can I call you out right now?
Yes, call me out.
Okay, so let's go back maybe like a month ago, and I didn't know that Maria had an Instagram, and so then we were just like talking about her Instagram. You know where this is going. So we were talking about her Instagram, and I was scrolling through it, and I passed by this really nice picture of Maria.
Oh.
It's just like a little selfie where it's like the lighting is nice and her hair looks really nice. I was like, this is a nice picture. She's like, I think I'm gonna delete it. And I'm like, don't you dare delete that freaking great photo of you. And then I go back to her Instagram because I like stalking my friends, and it's deleted. It's deleted.
I have an issue with selfies.
But that was a really good one.
Well, thank
For
you.
the rare who got to see that selfie, I'm sure you would agree.
Do you have selfies on your Instagram, Tyra?
Okay, no, I don't.
Now, would you post a selfie?
No. I'm like not helping my point.
Why would you not post it?
I wouldn't. Oh, I don't know. I just don't feel like I would.
Yeah, I think
That's just not who I am.
Well, if you look
posting
through
selfies.
the feed, you see a lot of these Instagram so-called baddies, right?
Okay, how would you define an Instagram baddie?
Instagram baddies. They got the bubble butt.
Okay.
They got the sculpted boobs. The gorgeous hair. And their makeup.
Yes.
It's how would you say it? It's like Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner.
It's very nice makeup.
Esque, yeah.
Yeah, they're almost like Barbies.
I know. I have a picture of a toilet paper roll on my.
You do. You really do.
And it's a flower printed toilet paper roll.
Where did you find that toilet paper roll?
In Poland. I was in Poland.
You went to Poland?
I went to Poland over the summer.
Why did you never tell me this?
I didn't. My dad's Polish.
Okay.
And we had a big family reunion in Poland, and inside the house of my cousins is just flower printed toilet paper rolls.
Oh.
And I thought, well, why would this look so classy when it's gonna be destroyed?
Because it's just, I guess, maybe the vibe they're trying to get from the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, we all know what we're going there to do. Might as well make it look a little...
It's like it's a next level shit. That's what it is.
Next level shit. Okay. Yay! We're back!
We back, bitches.
And we got some hella wicked guests with us.
Yes.
Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Yes, Audrey just motioned to me, so I'll go first.
Yes.
My name's Stephen. Stephen Rates.
Stephen Rates, everyone!
Woo!
Yay! Okay. So Stephen, what's your history with UIG?
So I've been improvising with UIG ever since my first year of university, so that's been 5 years now. It's my 5th year.
Why too?
Yes! Yeah, so we would have started at the same time, but we'll talk about that more later. So yeah, do you want me to go into everything right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so my whole story. So I got started with UIG originally in first year, and I went with a friend who I improvised with in high school. And she didn't end up liking it that much, but I loved it. So I stuck around, and in my first year I helped with promotions. And in my second year, I helped out with social stuff. And then in my third year, I was a social coordinator. And then last year, I was president internal. And this year, I'm a jam officer. So yeah, I've done a lot of different things within the group and always been involved.
Little jack of all trades.
Yeah.
over
Jack of all
there.
trades here.
Oh, good.
Just see Rates running everywhere.
Oh, good.
His Instagram is Rates Runs, if you guys don't know.
Steven is an avid runner, biker, and boxer.
Wow! Spot the lie.
Okay, that's Steven for you. All right, and Audrey.
Oh,
wanna tell
good.
us a little bit about you.
Well, regarding the UIG, I started improv in high school, and after high school, I was like, man, I would like to do this a little bit more, but after I failed to get into rapid fire in high school, I was like, what shall I do? And lo and behold, the UIG showed up, ready to go. And Reagan Alleman, who was a former member of the UIG, she was working at improv camp while I was a camper there. And she was like, oh, you live in Edmonton, you should try this. And I was like, okay. So I did. Showed up late to the first day, overwhelmed, walked into a room full of improvisers. It was terrifying, but I did it. I was very scared, and it was amazing. And I've been doing it for 3 years now. Made so many friends, had so many memories, and that was about it. You know, like, it started off being about the improv, and then it was about the friendships, and now it's about, you know, the fact that you can't ever leave. And that's
It's
how
a
it
cult.
goes.
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll cut that out. Yeah, a little fun fact is that Audrey, Stephen, and I were all on the exec last year.
Oh, that is true. I guess I didn't really
wow.
mention
Those
that.
were the days.
In my first year I was a promotions officer, and then in my second year I was the public relations executive, and now I'm just, you know, hanging around. Love it, living it, love
Yeah, I
it.
remember going to the very first meeting of last
And we were
year.
all the exec.
And you guys
We
were
were
all
all
the execs. And I thought, whoa, what a star-studded.
Oh,
Look at us
stop
now.
it. Oh, if you were wondering, we were clinking earlier.
Yeah, we are drinking cider.
We're
right
drinking
now,
cider.
which I spilled all over my pants.
It looks like he peed his pants.
Steven currently is sitting in a wet pool of his own spilled
It's
cider.
peach
And-
juice.
Yeah, the room smells like
It's
peaches.
really good though.
Yeah, there's
It's
worse
nice.
problems to
It
have.
smells
Yeah.
sparkly.
Yeah.
It does. Well, yeah.
Stephen, I met you last year.
It's true.
Yes.
The first substantive, like, meaningful thing we did together was the Young and the Lettuce Tree.
Oh, the
Oh,
Young and the
But
Lettuce.
never mind. We did the Halloween show
The
together,
penguin.
The
Yeah.
penguins.
and we were penguins. So
Yes.
yeah, that was like I had just seen you and Lucy, who
Yes.
was involved last year, and thought you were both really funny and wanted to do
Aw.
improv with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Aw.
great.
And then,
Yes.
and then out of that, we became friends.
If I can add to that, like you said, you started off doing the Halloween show, and that was a part of the reason Steven and I were like doing a troupe for the festival, and that was part of the reason that we picked you to be
Aw.
part of it. We were like, we know that they created such a magical time in Halloween.
Right.
So then we did the Young and the Lettuce.
It's very fun.
I
Yes.
missed that meeting as an exec because I slept in.
That was so
Aw.
You were. Yep. You slept in.
But yeah, Young and the Lettuce was a troupe that you and Audrey as well were part of
Yeah.
last year for the Notorious UIG festival. And it was quite the show, dare I say myself.
Yes.
Quite
And
fun to
Steven
watch.
and I think we're gonna maybe a festival this year. We're
Yeah.
thinking of something.
Ooh, you heard it
Yeah.
here first.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got the UIG International Festival coming up end of January. Pretty sure it's gonna be international.
Oh yeah, international and
Ev-
8th annual.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be some good
Improv.
Shit.
Improv.
improv.
Shimprov.
Good shit. Nope. Audrey and I's friendship goes back a little farther than UIG, but UIG still plays a very major role.
Basically, when I was in the 10th grade was when I first met Tyra. I basically followed my only friend into theater because I didn't want to lose my only friend. So I started doing theater, and I was welcomed into this family of wonderful people, and that's where I met Tyra. We ended up being in a bunch of drama classes together, and she was 2 years older than me, so me being in the 10th grade and her in the 12th, it was pretty good. You know, we had a good friendship, but it wasn't anything like it is now. We did some theater together, some productions where we were kind of in it, whatever.
Shrek.
Shrek the musical was what brought us
Wow.
together. Yeah.
Who did I play, Audrey?
Oh God, Tyra played the Sugar Plum Fairy.
The Sugar Plum Fairy.
Yeah, I did makeup and
Yes.
set direction and stuff for that play, and then that musical, and Tyra was in it. So we
First
kind of
and last time I'll wear a tutu. Fun fact.
yeah.
We're gonna change that.
Yeah.
What?
We're gonna change that. I'm
No,
gonna
it was
tutu on
it
you.
was so good. Tyra can't sing.
I
Okay.
cannot. This is a fact.
Yeah, so we did that stuff in high school together, and then Tyra graduated, so we never spoke for like 2 straight years.
We both had an audition for Rapid Fire.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's true.
neither of us got in.
Amazing.
But I was still doing UIG, and Audrey was just wondering like where else could we do like improv, and I was like, come to the UIG, it'll be fun. And then yes, she showed up late. She texting me frantically over Snapchat, like where?
Because again, Tyra and I weren't super close friends, but we were close enough that we had each other on Snapchat.
Yeah.
She was one of 2 people that I knew that were in UIG, so I was just sending her message being like, where is it? And then I bust in the door. But after that, after being in UIG together a little bit, the first time we really came together was for the Halloween show, just like you guys. We ended up being together for the Halloween show.
Yes.
And we did a duo. And I know that when you first, we're not going to talk about the costume.
No.
When I remember exactly where I was the first time when we were at a bar, we were at Squires. And Tyra, everyone was talking about their duos, and I was like, I still don't have a duo, and Tyra said, do you want to be with me? And I was mind blown that she would want to be in a duo with me, since she was a seasoned comedy queen, and I was but just a tadpole. But after that, like, we just sprouted and reconvened on every little bit of friendship we had from years past. It just came all back all at once.
Just from joining UIG, just from her barging in late. So, anyways, Maria.
Yeah. Yes.
It's still recording. You wanted to have a serious conversation, right?
I wanted. Yes, I wanted a
discussion.
serious discussion.
Yeah. Did you want to maybe lead that discussion for us?
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
could
God.
burp the ABCs.
Can you burp the UIGs?
That sounds like a good moment.
I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah. Let's carry on. No.
So we wanted to talk a very serious talk about improv.
Yes. We really
And,
serious talking about improv.
How us as improvisers can grow in such a community
Yes.
that is so saturated with so many different avenues.
Right.
It's like, where is it
Because
possible?
I think improv it's become an art form.
You guys have really
It has built so many platforms for.
you guys.
When did this become an ASMR video? Oh my god.
What'd you say to the common Joe who wanted to get into improv right now?
Give us a speech, an inspirational speech.
Okay, I'm the Joe. Audrey,
Yeah.
you do improv, and I think it's so impressive, but I don't even know where to start. Where do I start?
Honestly, improv is everything that you do, you know? Even right now, having this conversation, I didn't write it down in a script before I
This
showed up
isn't
here.
scripted?
I showed up late to this too, and you know, we just, as people, we improvise. I'm good, thanks. Let's close that up.
So closing the chapters, everyone.
I think that you can start anywhere, whether it's like rapid fire theater. Those workshops are amazing. Stephen and I have done. Oh well, both of you, I guess. All of us have done a number of those workshops, and they help so much as a beginning improviser, as an advanced improviser, and everything in between. UIG is amazing because it's such a good and supportive community.
I think it's a really great place to make friends because there's many different avenues to get involved. You can be really focused on the performance aspect and just be there for workshops and perform in shows if you're able to. And you'll be meeting people through those sort of factors. But we do a lot of stuff on the side too, where it's like just after a workshop, people go out and hang out, or you know, there's kind of like a monthly event that'll occur, and so people cannot be as focused on the performance aspect, but still get involved on just like minimally in that aspect, but be really involved socially. So it brings together a lot of different types of people. Like, it's not just people who want to be here to perform. That's a lot of people, but there's people here who just want to hang out with other improvisers or just get to know other people at university. Another quick point to add on it is I think a really great thing that's happened sort of recently is there's been a little bit more diversity introduced with regards to age. Like, there's people on campus.
Totally.
I guess with diversity or like diversity regarding age as well as like people being on and off campus. There's lots of students in the group who go to the U of A, but there's more and more people who, you know, might be like professors or support staff or working in and around the U of A, and there's other students from different post-secondary campuses too, and so it's a really great place to meet people who are kind of like near you, but not in the exact same community of being in the student body. So, yeah.
Like you wouldn't meet those people any other conventional way.
Absolutely.
But Mondays and Thursdays in Kiva, you meet them. And so we're gonna move on to maybe some fun little games.
Yeah, let's do some games.
Some fun little games.
Some fun little games.
Okay.
What you got here?
Well, I wrote down maybe we could start off with a little one-word story.
My favorite.
Okay.
One word story, sure. Yeah.
Story.
Going along with you.
Should we get a or should the suggestion be friendship?
The suggestion should be friendship.
Okay.
Okay, who would like to start?
Stephen.
Oh, okay. For those who don't know how a one-word story goes, me, Maria, and our guests are all going to be trying to tell a story, just saying one word at a time, alternating between us.
Yes.
And it'll be cohesive and great, and in no way a failure.
Never.
Yes.
No, this is gonna be fantastic.
All right.
Never a failure.
So, and the suggestion for the story is friendship.
Okay. Stephen.
Tom.
Jerry.
Is.
Friendship.
And scene.
We're gonna try that again.
Were we wrong?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
that
I
was
think we were
So
wrong.
that's a
They
little
hate each other.
sampler. We'll give
Yeah,
you the
that
full
was-
meal deal now.
Alright, time for not the value menu.
Okay, should it still be friendship?
Yeah, okay. Time
Flies.
So,
Quickly.
when
I'm
eating
Apples.
with
my
cherries.
And.
friends.
just
Yesterday,
My.
Best
friend
Timmy,
Was.
showing
me
the
Most.
amazing
cherries.
from
The.
orchard.
I
went
To.
His
house
in
The.
forest.
and
climbed
Up.
His
little
tree.
To.
see
if
He
Was.
willing
to
eat
My.
friendship.
Timmy.
loved
My.
Friendship.
I don't know if that's innuendo.
And that could happen to you if you.
I don't know why I said cherries.
We were all speaking so breathy.
It was like a group. It was good. It was good.
That story took a turn for
I
sure.
love all of your friendship.
It's definitely took a turn. Okay.
Let's have another game.
So I'd like just like an open scene.
Let's do an open
Whoa,
Okay.
okay, crazy.
scene. Let's do an open scene.
Okay. Maria, what's our suggestion?
First thing I think, paper towel.
Paper towel.
I can confirm that the first thing that Maria saw was paper towel and
Whips
said it.
around paper towel. Right.
As she's clapping, she's just rapidly looking around the room.
Just a reminder. That
It was
Steven,
either
like
that or a blanc.
just
So,
typing that out.
Say bonk.
Just a reminder that Steven spilled peach cider all over his pants, and
Yeah,
there
it's
is
still-
paper towel nearby.
peach cider, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
There's paper towel on standby.
Nudge,
Anyway,
nudge.
we're gonna see
Okay.
the scene.
About paper towels.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
What a mess!
Oh my god! Mom, I'm so sorry I spilled all the sangria on the floor.
What a mess! You said that you weren't going to throw a party while I was away. And what did I do? Leave for one day. And you spilled sangria all over my $400 Chanel white polar bear carpet.
I'm so sorry that.
Sandra, can I come out of the closet now?
Oh my god, Tom!
Sandra, did you have friends over when you spilled sangria on the carpet?
Oh my god.
It appears so, doesn't it? Let him out of
Sandra, where are my pants?
Your boyfriend?
Oh my god!
That's my boyfriend.
Sandra, all of your friends are breaking my doorways.
Sorry, I was in the shower.
Sandra, you have two boyfriends in my house.
Sandra, I can explain.
Tom and Jerry,
God
Sandra!
Sandra.
I've been two-timing you guys. I'm so, freaking sorry.
Sandra, you know I told you if you ever have two boyfriends, don't invite them to one party.
Oh my god, Sandra, I said I would explain, but you explained. Wow, looks
Tom.
like you're...
Tom, you knew she was seeing Jerry at the same time in my house?
Sandra's mom? You're fucking with my vibe.
Excuse me, Sandra's mom.
Who do you think?
Got it going on.
Thank you, Sandra. Who do you think made all the sangria, Tom? I did. She took it out of my cabinet for sangria.
Sandra's mom? You gotta tell me what's in your recipe.
Sorry, I'm getting hungry.
Jerry,
I'm sorry.
Jerry.
I'm sorry.
Jerry, I know
Sandra,
you're trying
I
to
really
bulk up for the...
Fatigue. I gotta eat.
Jerry's the football captain of the Toronto Maple Turtles.
Oh my god, I
Sandra.
love the Toronto Maple Turtles.
Thanks, I was still meeting my pants.
Sandra, I think you should pick him and not Tom.
Uh,
I think so, Mommy.
Sandra's mom? I don't like this divisiveness you're entering into our conversation. However, I do want to know, what's in your recipe?
I put a lot of rum in
Oh.
there and raspberries.
Oh.
You wouldn't believe the amount of peaches I can fit in one jar, Tom.
Oh my.
Sandra's mom, you've got to show me this over there. Let's go ditch these fuckers.
What are you doing hiding in her closet when you could be hiding in mine?
And I bet it be a walk-in.
Mom, you can go back at the strip club.
See?
Oh my god.
Sorry,
my
it's getting
God.
really hot in this living room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink some more peach cider. Stephen, can you wring it out of your jeans?
So that was some I taste the improv for you. We also meet on Mondays and Thursdays at 5:30 to 7.
7.
Where, Maria?
7 at Education
No, 5.
Building.
Yep, second floor of education is where you can find us. And we also have a website.
Oh yeah. Ooh baby.
Ooh, do we ever have a website where you can find out all of these amazing
what's
about the shows?
NotoriousWebsite.com.
I believe, just by random chance of me guessing, that it is
Website.
NotoriousUIG.com. NORTIOUSUIG.com.
www.
None of that nonsense.
Yes, so you can visit that website for all of other promotion stuff and whatnot, and upcoming shows, maybe even our festival that's coming up, which is going to be very fun.
When is that?
It's going to January, end of January.
I believe it's like the 23rd to the 26th. Whatever the last weekend of January is what I've heard.
Yeah, it's going to be some good shit. Okay.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Tyra.
Yes.
Maria.
Mm-hmm.
When did you two meet?
Oh!
Good question.
I don't know this person.
I think that's a wrap.
Yeah, let's call it there.
Let's call it there.
Do you wanna do an
Are we
outro song?
doing an
Let's do an
extra?
outro song. I need some sort of acapella.
Okay, wait, okay.
Yeah.